According to Experian Automotive, more Americans are choosing to lease their vehicle rather than take out a loan. In their March 2016 newsletter, they noted that a third of new car and truck transactions in the last quarter of 2015 were leases, up nearly 30% from the year earlier. They also noted that car loans are up 4% from the same time period. As Americans are looking closer at their budgets and determining whether or not they can afford a new car, they have decisions to make, whether or not to lease or purchase their vehicle. This was a challenge I faced in July of 2016. I was ready to upgrade my nearly 13-year-old vehicle for something newer. The end result was the vehicle I had had my eyes on for a while. However, as I met with a sales agent and discussed my options, my decision changed as I drove off the lot that day. Many consumers are looking at a vehicle purchase, and it's a major purchase in their lives, and they need to be informed of the differences between a lease and a purchase. There are many factors that you can look at to determine whether a lease or a purchase is right for you. We'll go through 4 of them that I used when choosing to lease or purchase my vehicle. They may also be right for you. These are ownership, budget, mileage, and condition. The first factor to consider is ownership. Ownership of a vehicle may be important to you, but what if you want to change every few years? If you take out a loan or pay cash for the convertible you've always wanted, it is yours the minute you drive off the lot. This means you can keep that candy apple red convertible for as long as you need to. If you've seen the dealership ads on TV and you need to have the newest and greatest model of the convertible, a lease is what you would want to consider. This will guarantee that you're driving down the street in the newest and greatest every few years. Next is budget. You have budgeted $400 a month for your monthly car payment, and you've identified a vehicle for sale at $23,000 purchase price. You sit down with a sales agent. If you decide to purchase, the conditions will be $1,000 down, 6% interest for 36 months, with a monthly payment of $670. This monthly car payment will pay for the car's complete purchase price. And it's usually higher because you are paying off the whole purchase price. But say you want a lease and the agent lays out the same conditions, $1,000 down, 6% interest for 36 months, and your car payment will be $340. However, at the end of those 36 months, you still owe $11,000. You will now either need to turn in the car or purchase the vehicle at the current interest rate. So your monthly car payment is paying for the car's depreciation and any other associated fees. The third factor to consider is mileage. Your weekly commute is 250 miles or 13,000 miles a year. Because you are on the road so often, you need a reliable vehicle. By purchasing your vehicle, you can drive coast to coast without ever having to worry how many miles you drive. Most lease agreements, however, have a mileage restriction, and that mileage restriction usually is 12,000 miles a year. And because your yearly commute average will exceed by 10,000 miles, you will be paying an associated and an additional fee for those miles. The final factor to consider is condition. And your vehicle, no matter where you park in a parking lot, always seems to find those dents and dings. Or your children seem to find the oddest places to draw with a permanent marker. If you purchase, those dents and dings and permanent marker masterpieces are yours. However, it will lower your resale or trade-in value if you decide to trade in or sell later. By leasing, with the exception of normal wear and tear, you need to return the vehicle in its most original condition. If you decide to lease, you may face extra charges for anything above and beyond the original condition. As you can see, there are many factors in determining whether to purchase or lease a vehicle, and we've spent the last few minutes discussing a few of them. As a consumer, it is best to approach a vehicle purchase understanding your preferences for ownership, budget, mileage, and condition. And as you understand these preferences, you will be able to make the best decision for you. As I drove off the lot that summer evening, I was confident in my decision to lease my vehicle. The primary factor for me was budget, and I am confident that at the end of my lease, I will be purchasing this vehicle. I love my Nissan Rogue that much.